Have you ever had one of those situations where you were super clear in your head what the expectation was, and then you found out weeks, months, years later that your team was super clear in their heads what the expectation was, and you were not aligned? This just happened with a client that I was working with. I was first year employee, and his direct supervisor said, he's a really bright guy. And we were really impressed in his interview. And when he first started working here, he was doing a great job, but he just seems to be falling further and further behind. Can you work with him? Let's see what's going on. And so I met with Joe, not his real name, and we I had him fill out an assessment. And right away, I could see one of the challenges, and it was around email. And so I asked Joe to explain his email plan. And he said, "Oh, I'm in there all the time. I want to make sure nothing falls through the cracks. It's important for me that I do a good job for this company. And so I am constantly returning emails. Our clients deserve the best experience they can get. We have really great relationships with our vendors. I want to make sure I keep them up." And on he went. And I said, "What's the expectation of your manager? What's the culture of the company as far as returning emails?" And he paused for a moment and he said, "I don't really know." Well, after further exploration, the culture of the company and the expectation of the manager wasn't that Joe returned emails immediately because, it takes up to 23 minutes to regain your focus when you are distracted. And if you are constantly returning an email, working on something, returning an email, working on something, you're losing so much time all day long. So Joe thought he was doing a great job by returning emails. But what was happening is he was getting further and further behind. The company needed him to be in his inbox like 3 times a day to make sure he was taking care of the VIP clients. Their expectation was like a 3-hour touch point with VIP clients and a 2 business day turnaround for everybody else. Vastly different expectations. You need to make sure that you and your employees are on the same page. They have assumptions, you have assumptions. How about you actually discuss them? There are a lot of hidden leaks of time in every company, which is why I started the Profitable Productivity Intensive. It's where I pull together a bunch of business owners who are really successful and who are looking to be even more successful and better stewards of their time to talk about, hey, here's what we found that we were not on the same page. And here's where a place we found that we were not on the same page. You don't know what you don't know. But when you start hearing about it from other people who have figured it out, it gives everyone the opportunity to improve. Application to apply is right below.